Power Vibe and like Power Book. How the new Power. Yes, sir. Next season when I do come back in 2021, that's a vibe. We going hard.
Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name.
Family supported, what you leave is important. My wife, sons, and daughters who keep pushing me harder. It's my role as a father to always ensure we prosper, making moves in the present when I promise tomorrow. Let's go.
If you know like I know, from the streets you done this before. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. Boy, I can sell time 2 o'clock while I'm posted on the block now. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
I made all the decisions.
Yo, man, guess what time it is, man? It is Saturday. It's the pull-up edition. It's your boy, Marcus Stone, back in the building, a.k.a. Hustle. You know how we do. This is the second season of the Unapologetic Hustle, man, where we come to you each and every Saturday from 11 to 1, right here at Fishbowl Radio Network, Bashani Radio app, broadcasting live out of Globe Life Park, man. And I got to say, I'm back. I know you missed me, so we here, man. That's how we about to do it. But I got a blazing show for you today, man. I got some dudes in here that make deals, so we going to talk about it. You know what I mean? we going to talk about their past, their present, and we going to talk about how they, actually get individuals situated to have that generational wealth, man, with their career paths. But, I got to make the rounds. You know what I mean? It's been a minute, so I'm getting back in the saddle. You know what I'm saying? PL, what's good, man?
Man, welcome back. Stone, I am back checking in for duty. Pull up, park, get your soda. This is about to be monumental.
Yeah, man. Like I said, we talking about deals, so we got the fellas from New Deal Sports Management in the house. Our special guest today.
No doubt. Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, Hustle?
Man, look, it's been a minute. It's a great day because it was raining.
Oh, yeah.
The mics came on, the intro hit, and the sun started shining.
Sun came
Yes,
out.
it did. Yes, it did.
You know what it is.
Hey,
Yes, it did.
man, look, I love it. I love it, and I'm glad to be able to start the show off, the season off with y'all guys, man, because y'all hold a special place in my heart, and I want people to understand what y'all do and what it's about, and so. Yo, let's actually make the round so people can understand who you are, what your names are. So I don't want to do the introduction for you because I know what y'all about. But I'm gonna let you put your own energy out there in the environment. So
Okay.
let's go ahead.
Hey, this Jeremiah Jones, Louisiana, managing partner with New Deal Sports Management, and we out here to get the youngsters, let them know what's going on. Hey, I'm a product of Grambling State University. I had to throw that in there.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, I'm Rodney Artwine. Been in the game for a little over 20 years now.
Ooh.
Certified NFLPA certified contract negotiator for 11 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Wow.
man, I've seen just about everything there is to see. I know what to do, and I've seen what not to do. So, native Houstonian, graduated from University of Houston. Go Cougs.
Uh-oh.
There you go. And, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. It's a blessing to be on your show.
That's what's up. And look, I see y'all brought the person who's gonna keep us out of trouble. So,
Yes, sir.
go on and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. This is Peter Clark. I am the General Counsel for New Deal Sports Management. I am a proud graduate of Texas Southern University's Thurgood Marshall School of Law, and I also went to undergrad in New York, a school called Hofstra University. I'm a Brooklyn, New York native, and I've been in Texas for 28 years this year, and I try to make sure that I do what I can to keep these guys out of trouble. No, I'm just joking. I've been involved in the sports management industry since 2004, and I was a former certified contract advisor. Now I came out of retirement last year to go back and do legal work for the company.
That's what's up. So, man, look, if y'all don't know, you know, we're here to talk about the sports industry and in particular. Again, I mean, I got nothing but love for these guys. Those that follow know that my son is going to play collegiate ball, so this is a journey that we're going to be taking to some degree, Lord willing. But before we get in the hot seats, you know, everybody got to go through the gauntlet.
Yes, welcome back. It's time. I was wondering if you was gonna do it, Stone.
Everybody got to go through the gauntlet.
This the combine, baby?
Hey, this the combine.
Shoot, I ain't bring my receiver's glove.
Hey, you only thing you need to catch is the words, Doc.
You got it. Here we go.
Hey, so I'm gonna spit 4 words, all right? But it's 3 of y'all, so I'm a want one of y'all to take one, and then it's a toss up for the last one. We probably get y'all take on each on the last word, all right?
Okay.
So first word to J Rock, as we call him, J Rizzle.
Man, ready for that name, man.
Hey, first word, hustle.
Man, that grind, that real grind,
Yeah.
that real grind.
All right.
Just don't stop when it come down to hustle, man. Put your mind on whatever you got to do to it and go get it. That's your hustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Rod. Second word, unapologetic.
When it comes to unapologetic, what that means to me is going about anything you do to the best of your ability. And if you do it, you put God first,
Yeah.
and you do it with other people in mind, with emotional intelligence, not to take other people's feelings into consideration. Then it's unapologetic. You can really just proceed unapologetically.
Absolutely. All right, yes. Mr. Esquire over there. Look, all right, your word is legacy.
To me, legacy is what you put forth out into the world that you are able to then leave for those who come behind you. That means both what you do in public, what you do in private, what you do for your family, what you do for others, and how you establish yourself in whatever primary area you're dealing with as far as what your endeavors are, and leave that trail for the people who come behind you.
Love that. All right, last word, man. This is the one that hits it for me.
Okay.
Family.
Family. Man, we all can hit this one real hard. Yeah.
That's why I say
Man, family,
You
man,
knocked out the first
man, listen, family is what it's all about, man. It's about that love, that emotion that you get from your family, man, and the backbones that's in your family, man, that support you the strongest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That what family mean to me.
Man, absolutely. Hit that right.
Unconditional.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times what I found out in these 52 years of life is that a lot of times your friends are closer to you than your blood. So therefore, when it comes to family, it's unconditional and it's forever.
Man, speak on it. Last but not least.
Family for me is commitment. And I say that family is those who commit to be in your life regardless of the circumstances. And they can be friend, family, a stranger who becomes your friend. And I believe family is boundless. It has no limit, and it can be from birth to death.
Speak on it.
Are you a philosopher?
Now, if I tell you what I made in philosophy in undergrad, you probably wouldn't say that.
That's what's
Let
up.
them know.
Man, Pete destroying it.
Let them know.
Man, look, so let's get into the meat of the matter, man.
Got
You know, we got a jam-packed show, but I want people to really understand what you guys' mission and vision is, right? And what's the really the grounding piece behind New Deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because hearing y'all talk about New Deal and what the industry has out there, a lot of people are like, man, ain't no way that stuff happens. Ain't no way this is what it's supposed to be. Or,
Right.
Are you serious? Like,
Right.
I'm like, it opened my eyes. So I feel that, with this platform and the show is to educate, motivate, and hustle.
That's right.
Right? That's the aims of the show. And if we're not educating our communities, if we're not educating our people, if we're not educating individuals on how to make educated decisions as it regards to their hustle and what they're doing in life, they're just making decisions on emotion, which is not always a bad thing.
That's right.
But educated emotional decision is better than just making a decision based on
That's right.
the emotion at that point in time. So
Yeah.
let's peel the onion back a little bit. Give me how did New Deal come into play, and what makes New Deal different from the others?
Okay, well, man, New Deal came into play. I knew Rod for a minute, man, and man, we were just chilling one night and just talking. He ain't really knew, because I be keeping everything. You know me, I barely talk, so sometimes now. But we was talking. He knew how much I was into sports and love it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had my master's in sports administration. Me and him just was rapping one night and shit. This dude here brought me along, and me and him just started talking about New Deal, and it really wasn't New Deal. It was just we was going through names at the time and just flowing and see what catch the eye, and then all of a sudden, man, we both looked and was like, we started thinking, hey man, it's one thing that comes about. First thing is, man, everybody always looking for a new deal.
Yeah.
No matter if they start off from going into the lead or going into whatever sports they want to go into, it's always a new deal. So how about this? Let's make this New Deal Sports Management. That's how we came about New Deal, and how New Deal was formed in that name. That's why it is right here on his chest, New Deal Sports Management.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That
So what makes New Deal different from the other agencies out there, man?
You know, there are other agencies out there, a lot of other agencies out there, and there's a lot of certified agents. You know what I mean? So when, you know, during the collegiate season, man, and it's time for these young men and their families to make a decision, I mean, it's just like the bats at dusk over underneath the bridge over in Austin have been unleashed.
Right.
I mean, it's a madhouse. So where we separate ourselves from everyone else is, again, family. We don't talk about it, we be about it. And what I mean by that is that we involve the whole entire family. So it's not just us speaking with someone's son and we put our arms around him and ride off into the sunset.
Right.
We're actually there for the family. We educate. That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
To educate, to let them know that this process, and trust me, you know, Hustle, what we say and what I've said to parents and potential clients alike, I've probably lost some potential clients because of that. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell your son or you that your son is a potential first round, second round pick when he's not. So therefore, you know, you find a lot of folks that, like you said before, the education is key. So they'll respond more to what they want to hear. And that is, your kid is a first rounder, your kid is a second rounder. But I mean, I've spoken to front offices, you know, GMs and directors of player personnel and scouts, and they said that this young man is a fourth to a late round, possibly undrafted, priority undrafted rookie free agent.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the day, when I speak the truth, it might not be what folks want to hear. Some people who want to hear the truth, they understand, but a lot of people don't want to hear that, and they go where, you know, it's that first round, second round talk.
Right.
And that's an issue.
I mean, so what should, again, this is more educational for me. Again,
Sure.
I don't know what the future holds, but
Of
I
course.
would like to believe that my son's future is very bright to make it to the next level.
Of course.
Right? That's every parent's dream when their sons or daughters are in sports, right? To make it to the highest of levels. So what are some of the things that parents out there, because being in that circle, right?
Okay.
Being in the high school circuit, seeing these individuals at camps, you know, these 7-on-7s,
Oh, yeah.
college, you know, like, what should parents look for, right? What are some of the things they should hone in on as it relates to this process, right? Because parents band together at these varying levels and oftentimes lean on each other to, like, hey, have you experienced
Correct.
this, and this, right? I want to be able to inform them correctly on some of the things that they should ask when people are approaching them, because we don't know when that happens, right?
Okay.
It's at various stages. What are some nuggets that we can take and give and share to help, you know, level the playing field?
So just to make sure that I understand the question, you're talking about when that young man is in college, and you guys are making a decision on the agency in which.
Absolutely.
Okay. So first of all, determine that the person that you're speaking with is a certified agent.
Right.
That's period. That's first and foremost. So many times you have people out here, and they're the man standing next to the man that's standing next to the man, or woman.
But how do we verify that without being in the industry?
Ask them. And if the person that you're speaking with in a meeting,
right,
does not present you with one of those, you tell them, so you politely show them the door.
Right.
It's just that simple.
Okay.
So then you know you're at least talking to the person that you need to be speaking with, right? Because so many times information gets misconstrued when it filters through different people.
Wow.
So you guys have questions, and that particular individual should have answers. Now, I'm not going to profess to know everything off the dome.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I will assure any player, potential client, and the parent is that I will go and research it and get you the exact information in a timely manner. That's
awesome.
it. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. And that's something, so many times these young men, you have agents or agencies that go after the creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the guys that are, you know, potential first-round picks, second-round picks. Why?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's a return on investment.
Okay.
That's what this is. That's what the whole thing is. It's a business. So therefore, everybody loves a winner, man.
Yeah.
But what happens if and when? And that's where the relationship with your agent and that firm becomes so invaluable. Because if you can't pick up the phone and contact your son, God willing's agent, or your son can't pick up the phone and call his agent and say, hey, man, you know, this is what's going on with the team. This is what I'm feeling. I'm upset for this particular reason. Or I have some personal things going on.
Right.
You know, and then later on in the show, you'll hear from some people that will actually tell you the truth about what's going on and what they've been through in the process. But you know, everybody loves a winner, man. Everybody likes to show you their highlights, bro. But ain't nobody gonna show you their lowlights.
Yeah.
At all. So so that's what we're about. And and it goes back to separating ourselves from everybody else. I'm an open book.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what's what. Some things that you're gonna love to hear. You know, I am a rah-rah guy. We go to our clients' football games. We're there. We've been to funerals. We've gone to weddings. We've gone to sisters' college graduations. So when we say it, we mean it. So that's the difference.
That's what's up. Yo, Pete, I would like to definitely get your take on something. Like this journey, again, this is educational for me, but I know that there are several other parents in various degrees that are experiencing this, right? So I want to ask questions as a person new to this, right, that has the potential, but what are some things legally or that we should consider new parents in this journey should either put in place or consider as things begin to pick up from your vantage point with dealing with agencies in the various means?
Well, I'm sure you're familiar with the Zion Williamson situation. Well, that's an example of a person not adhering to the state regulations. Years ago, states were wide open, but they banded together to establish legislation that says, in a nutshell, agents must register within the state where the player is playing in order to recruit that player. And what happened with Zion Williamson, in a nutshell, was that how the judge just dismissed this case recently was that when you enter into a contract with a player, whether it's the SRA, Standard Representation Agreement, or a side agreement, which in this case was a marketing agreement, there has to be certain requirements that you have to adhere to. It might be the language you use in that contract. It might be a disclaimer. It might be whatever that state requires in order to make it valid. And so in that case, and I don't remember all the facts, but it did not have the proper language that made it voidable. Okay, there's a language called void and voidable. Void contracts are just illegal on their face, and then voidable are contracts that, although they're legal, they may be then deemed illegal because something is implicated.
Wow.
And so in this case, he was able to get out of that to the tune of $100 million. Remember, they're suing for $100 million. So parents should, one, make sure that the person is registered in the state in which the child or player is playing in. Because a lot of these guys will not be, and schools will also have agent days where agents can go, they can vet them and so forth, and it's a way of building a bridge between schools and agents. And some schools require that. Not every school does, in order for you to recruit a player from their school. So you want to find out those things. You want to find out whether they ever had any grievance filed against them by a player or the NFL Players Association, if it's a football player. And that, although I can honestly say as a lawyer, sometimes clients may file a grievance against you and you didn't do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. So you may want to look to that a little further than just, hey, did you ever have a grievance filed against you? Because it might be something that was really unfounded, but somebody was just, some sour grapes or something. But those are two questions that certainly you want to ask, whether they're registered in the state that your child is playing in, and also whether they've had any grievances filed against them prior, or any legal claim, because it may not be a grievance. There's some lawsuits that have been filed against agents for nefarious things that they have done, take advantage of them. Usually it's usually all boiling down to money. They did something that they shouldn't have done that resulted in the player losing a lot of money. And it's usually some type of shady investment deal or something like that.
That's what's up, man. So, what do individuals? Go ahead.
I had something to add on to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
For instance, so financial planners, right?
Yep.
Financial planners are certified by the NFLPA, just like the agents are. Mm-hmm. Financial planners are, and you had mentioned, and something I'd just like to add on to what Peter said. You were mentioning what things that a parent would want to have in place along with their son, the player. A financial player. Now, a financial agent. But at the end of the day, if your son is a late round draft pick, undrafted or whatever, might not be a need for it right then. But I'm talking about your first round, your second round. There's a substantial signing bonus involved, the whole 9 yards. Those, we don't handle a client's money. That's what you need to pay attention to. So if we introduce you to someone, if we recommend someone, they have to be certified by the NFLPA. So that's another tidbit that you should know, because there's layers of protection.
Right.
Now you have some agencies that will turn around and they will handle the marketing. Then they have the financial planner kind of pseudo in-house, and then they're handling the contract. There's no checks and balances there. You know? So therefore, if someone handled a client's marketing, well, that's not anyone that is per se in-house, right? It's not a new deal marketing. So therefore, if my client is unhappy, then I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
And therefore, we'll have to proceed as we need to proceed with that particular firm and find someone else. So that's how it is.
Wow. Man, that's that's some game, man. Look, for those of you that have, everybody knows somebody playing some kind of sport. So, I hope you're taking notes.
Take the notes, man.
You have situations, man, to where you have a first rounder and you have a firm, and it's just playing with numbers, right? And they might tell a young man and his family, listen, we'll charge you 0%. So we can charge up to 3% of what's called the paragraph 5 salary, right? That's what an agent can charge for representation. So you have some firms that'll say, we'll charge you nothing. Well, you'll have some firms that say, we'll charge you 1%. However, let's say the client, the young man, is a top 5 pick. Well, then we're talking about, I don't know, a hypothetical number, maybe $600,000 would be the agent's fee off of the signing bonus, right? Now, at 3%. Now, we'll say, no, we'll just forego the 3%. We'll represent you for free. But then all of a sudden, that same firm is handling the marketing. And now marketing they can charge upwards of 25%. So now what's 20% of even 4 million?
Right.
See what I'm saying? So it's semantics, and if you're not knowing exactly what's going on, you say, "Oh man, this firm is great. They charge me 0%. New Deal, can you beat that?" Well, no, we can't beat that because this is what we do. This is all we do. We are 100% dedicated to your son.
Right.
So,
wow.
It's no hidden curves over here.
There you
we
go.
transparent. We're gonna be transparent with you from day one. You, the player, his mom, his dad, whoever in his life, that inspiration, that kid to go and pursue his dreams, they will know his details.
shoot down
Right.
to the dog.
We's not. Man, it's no hiding. It's no hiding what going on with that kid because that kid got to go to camp. He got to be in meetings. If that kid has a problem, his kid can't pick up that phone because he'll get fined.
Right.
During them times, man, and that's where we step in and do our work. We don't want the kid to work for us. He hired us to work for him.
Period.
That's the difference between New Deal and other folks, man. I mean, you really, it's like our everyday jobs, man.
Yeah.
You work. I mean, you do your work for it. We need to work for that player.
Right.
We need to work for that family. That family hire us to do a job. That's what we need to do.
Another aspect of this is, I'm sorry.
And at the end of the day, man, you need to. It's a process. You got to trust it.
Right.
You can't speed along on anything dealing with the NFL. Don't speed along because, I mean, hey, man, you hear this every day, all day during draft time. Why they didn't take the best kid? He's not the best kid. Listen, he might be the best kid in the draft, but that team don't have no need for that player at that time. Now, if it comes back around the circle and he's still on the draft board, then that team might take him.
Right.
But you still don't know what's in that player background that can stop him from going in the first round.
And they call it a character box, checking the character box. Does that young man check the boxes? So here's another tidbit for your listeners, those who have young men that are aspiring to, at that level of NFL play. It's one thing to be a really, really good player. It's a totally different thing to not check the character box from illegal substance use to urinating positive tests, those positive tests, to domestic abuse, doing all of the wrong things. The NFL knows about it. The NFL actually hires private investigators, and these private investigators have been like retired FBI people. Each team has their ladies and men that do extensive investigating. They do extensive investigating. So just like J-Rod alluded to, it's one thing. This player's everything physically, but if you're charged with domestic abuse, guess what? You can't go to the NFL Combine, and guess what? That's 32 teams and decision makers that won't see you.
Right.
And then who wants to pay an exorbitant amount of money for? I don't care if it's a product, a piece of merchandise, or even an individual doing a job that you just don't know if that individual is going to be here for the long run to help us win. Why am I going to invest millions in you and then it's going to be a problem? Prime said it best, Dion. He says money just makes you more of what you already are. So here's what it is.
Must be the money.
That's turning me on.
Hey, shout out to Prime. Man.
That dude.
That dude, boy. Hey, but man, look, it's your boy, man. I'm back in the building. This hustle, man. This is the Unapologetic Hustle, man. We come to you each and every Saturday from 11 to 1 right here on Fishbowl Radio Network and Bashani Radio app, man. We record live out of Globe Life Park, man, and I got to say it's a beautiful, beautiful day today. But, hey, we had a goal last year, man. We had a goal to reach 2 million. We fell just shy of that, man. So let's push this year.
No doubt.
Let's make sure we hit 4 million this year, man. We're currently sitting at 1.7 million and growing in our listeners and viewership. So hey, you know what to do. Invite one, share it 10 times. Let's continue to grow. Social media, so on and so forth. But before we get back to the discussion, man, look, how can people reach New Deal?
Man, hey, we on Facebook at New Deal Sports Management, Twitter, New Deal Sports 1. Instagram, New Deal Sports 1, and you always can get the information, man, off our website at newdealsports.com.
And if you really need us, send up the bat signal.
You heard it here.
Shout out to Commissioner Gordon.
Hey, that's love. That's love, man. Hey, look, even though your boy back, man, we do have to take these little breaks, man. So I want to make sure that we keep the bright lights on. We gonna take a quick break. We'll come back at the top, and we'll get back into the discussion with New Deal and some of their family, their clientele, and we'll get the real deal, Holyfield. So stay tuned. Your boy will be back.
Listen, if you're tired of shopping multiple sites but enjoy the sales, then come on over to EFT Megastore, your one-stop shop for all your household and fashion needs, plus free shipping. What? That's right, free shipping. Shop EFT Megastore, where there's a sale every week. So head on over to EFTMegastore.com, where you can shop, ship free, and enjoy a sale. Then repeat, EFT Megastore, your one-stop shop.
Let's go. If you know like I know, from the streets, see the dance before. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. Boy, I can start time 2 o'clock while I'm posted on the block now. I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby.
We come to you each and every Saturday from 11 to 1 right here on Fishbowl Radio Network, Bashani Radio app. And, man, look, we had to pay homage to, season 1. So we had to do a little throwback, man. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But, we got to usher it in with season 2 in the movement that we in right now, man. We got to elevate each and every time. As the great Levi says, we got to levitate to greatness.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So, hey, look, we in the building with New Deal Sports Management.
Yes, sir.
Yo, it's been a banging show, man, and they've been dropping some gems. But before we get back to it, man, PL, man, hour number 2, what's happening?
Hey, man, look, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all need to tag somebody. If you're watching on FBRN, text somebody. If you're watching on Facebook Live, tag somebody who's got a kid that's in school or even thinking about maybe pursuing. The game that they put on is to be sold and not told, and they telling it to you today.
Man.
So make sure y'all take advantage of that, and y'all come on and check it out. These brothers are spitting some straight game. I'm loving it. Hey, I'm controlling my fandom today, though.
I appreciate you, man, but you running the boys better than anybody that I know, man. So a salute to you.
I'm doing good today.
Yeah, but hey, look, we in the building with the individuals and the owners and the movers and shakers of New Deal Management, and they definitely putting us on game. Me being a father of a young man that is pursuing to reach that level of play, and I for one want to know, so that I'm educated, so that I can inform him on what to expect and things to look out for. But as you know, I'm not just about getting information for me. So I told y'all I don't do this for me. I do it for the community. So, we're going to get back into it. You know what I mean? So this hour, we got some of the New Deal sports management family coming through. And I hear we got a special guest on the line already.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Who we got?
Oh, yeah?
Here, I'm here. This is Jerry Wisham.
Wish!
Yes.
I wish.
Brother,
What's going on, baby?
brother? Man, I'm good. I can't complain, man.
Hey, welcome to the hustle, man. How you doing?
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm doing great.
That's
Wonderful.
what's up. So look, I was told that I'm gonna know where you're from. So
Yes, sir.
let me know where you where you reside, man.
So I'm originally left Louisiana by way of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, I'm from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cash, man.
Definitely representing the boot, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So I want to, get a little insight from you, and I appreciate you taking us some time out of your day, man, to come and bless us with the information.
Yes, sir.
What has the experience been for you with New Deal and your relationship with New Deal? How have they helped you or educated you to make the decisions that you made?
Well, I mean, it's a deep conversation. I won't hold you guys long, man. But I think, being a guy that's coming out the NFL, man, when you have, coming out of college, going to the NFL, you have so many agents, so many people that's pulling at you. And I think with my situation, not having any background knowledge, like not having anybody in my ear to talk to me and guide me, it's easy to get caught up in the hype, which means like, you're going to get some big name guys that's going to paint a good picture. They're going to paint this certain picture like this is what it's going to be, man. And they're going to throw things at you. But I think for me, for my path, what I needed was I needed like more like a big brother, like a father figure, some things that I lacked from my childhood, and some men to guide me, man, along the way. And New Deal. Rod, I call Rod my big brother, man, almost like my father, man. He life after football, I think, was so important. He guided me through my NFL career, and he was there. But I think when I mostly needed him was when my career was done, because I needed to have conversations that I feel like I couldn't really have conversations with other people. And, even my past, because I had an agent before I got with Rod, and I couldn't reach him at times. But anytime I could call Rod or, got in touch with him, deep conversation, man, and to this day, I'm talking about like 20 years later, 15 years later, we still have that bond, that relationship, and it's greater than the game of football, man. It's about life, and it's about young black men who are putting their careers, in the hands of their agent, their partner, and they're being led astray, man, by a lot of guys just telling them, this is what it's going to be, man. It's going to be this, and it's going to be this way. But what if your NFL career is cut short,
Right.
and you still need to confide in somebody, and you might be on the verge of going through a mental depression or a state of mind. You're going to need some guys some men, not only guys, you're going to need some men, some alpha males that are going to need to speak life into your situation. And those guys, man, Rod spoke life into me, man.
Man, that's awesome.
He helped me. He held me accountable. He told me when I was messing up, like, Rich, man, it's just as much on you than it is on me because I had to take accountability as a player. Am I making the right decisions? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do in the football field as well as in the locker room to make sure that I have a job? Because guys going to want to point fingers at the agent. Oh, man, my agent's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Well, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So I think it's like that whole accountability piece as well as having somebody to confide in, man. And Rod, man, he's definitely, to this day, man, I can confide in Rod. New Deal, I can talk to him. I know that he's going to have my back. He's going to tell me right from wrong. And that's what I needed back then, and that's what I need to this day, and that's what I got. That's what I found.
Man, that's awesome, man. That gave me chills, man.
It definitely going to get a one on side me chills. Might drop a little tear.
Hey, Wish, man. I love you, brother. Just thank you for the kind words. I don't have anything. I'm at a loss for words. Anybody who knows me, man, just thank you for being in my life, man. For 20 years. I've had an opportunity to see Jaron as a young man and now an old man and children and wife, man. I mean, just thanks, Wish. I love you, brother.
Yo, Wish, man, look, hey, I appreciate you coming in, man, giving us some of your time, and I know you out there doing things, but look, before you go, hey, I need to get your calendar because I need you to come on the show. We're going to talk about the life in the NFL for you.
Yes, sir, man. I got you, man. Just let me know anytime, man. I'm available. I'm always willing to give back, man, and pour knowledge into the younger generation, man, because I think it's a lot of things that, the guys need to know, man, when it comes to playing the NFL. Like, it's greater than the game of football, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that they can be faced with, a lot of decisions, a lot of people coming at you, learning how to handle your money. It's just a lot of things that, man, that needs to be talked about. And I think guys are not, they see they see the fame, they see the fame and the fortune, but it's a process, man.
Right.
The process is a lot of work that you put in on and off the field, man. So definitely, man, willing to come back anytime. Let me know.
Man, that's awesome, man. Again, thank you for calling in, man. Thank you for sharing that knowledge, man, and thank you for expressing the real about New Deal, man, and what these gentlemen are doing, and how we're looking to change the dynamics of the industry through real relationships, in that aspect, man. So appreciate you coming on, and best of luck to you, man. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Thank you, brother.
Man,
Right, thank you.
yo, New Deal. Man, y'all giving me chills over here, man.
You know what, Marcus? I love the fact that he used the word process the same as they did in the opening segment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a movement going on.
Man, that's what it is, man. It's a process, man. You could get lost in it too.
Yes.
Trust and believe. You could get lost in it. Your family could get lost in it, and it's listen. If you in this business, man, I'm gonna tell you one thing. But us over here, what we can do, and we can say this, man. We'll get 100% of the blame, 0% of the credit.
That's how it is. But you have to be willing to accept that. And
Yep.
for me, just me being open and transparent, because that's the type of person I am, that was really hard for me to deal with. You know what I mean? Just the blame. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm over here and I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And so many times I had to grow into my role as a whole man and as a whole agent.
Yeah.
It's okay. This isn't about me.
Right.
This is about, I've been in situations to where, the player has done a tremendous job and I help the player get it out the mud, so to speak, like the youngsters say.
Yeah.
But, when it's out of the mud and the sun is shining, it's the player and the family, and we did this, and I'm over there eating popcorn like,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's good. I had to get to a point to where I was okay with that.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that, because at the end of the day, me, God, my family, my brothers, they know what we do, and they know what goes into it.
Man, yo, so Pete, man, I don't want to exclude you, but I want to get your take on it. Like, hearing those stories, I understand you go through this with a different mindset because it's the legal aspect. But how does that make you feel, understanding that the relationships are genuine, the best interest is for the individuals, and that New Deal is working for those families? I'm sure you're not faced with a lot of a lot of letters because of how y'all handle business. But talk to me from your vantage point. What does it mean for you to hear those things?
Well, actually, I was a certified contract advisor. In fact, Rodney and I became licensed at the same time, and that's how he and I met. So I have it from both perspectives. I gave my license up in 2017 and decided to just practice law. And then, like I said earlier, I got that phone call from the Godfather himself, Rodney.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
As soon as I get out, they pull me back in.
Right.
And he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Hey,
so,
because we hustlers, baby.
Hopefully, the thing about it is, I have vivid memories of, I went to players' kids' birthday parties and things like that, and it was so much a big issue to talk to people about life after football. That's something that most kids don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that because they think they're Superman. They have an S on their chest. So that's a difficult conversation that must be had. You have to have that because the average NFL player is only going to last about 3.5 years. So that means most of these kids, and I say kids, I'm in my 50s as well, will be retired before they're 30. Well, if you don't think about that before you get there, and you never know when that day is. We all have an expiration date in life.
Absolutely.
But football players have an expiration date, so they have two, because they don't know when their career is going to be cut short. It could be a ACL. It could be what happened with certain players where they had catastrophic injuries. You look at Sterling Sharp years ago, was doing well on his way to Hall of Fame. Boom, cut short. Michael Irvin, same thing. You never know. So you have to have these discussions. And what Rodney and Jeremiah do is we make sure they understand that, yeah, we're going to help you on the field, but there's going to be other things that we have to do to make sure your transition is going to be well. And that's how you give complete representation, not just when they can make. You're not making money off of that.
Right.
You're really not making money off of it. But that is the value-added services that we bring here at New Deal Sports Management.
Man, that's what's up, man. Look, I'm being told we got another special guest, man. It's like it's Christmas up in this joint, man.
I know, right?
Carla, who do we have tuning in? Who we have on the line?
Oh, how you doing? This is Donovan Kemp, former wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys and Seattle Seahawks.
All
right. Whoa.
Cowboys.
How you doing, Donovan?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
All right. Donovan was a player of mine, a client of mine when I was still a contract advisor.
Wow. Donovan, welcome to the hustle, man. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm amazing, man. I'm amazing. I can't complain at all.
Man, I thank you for taking some time out of your day to call in and surprise these gentlemen, man. And, I didn't know my reach was this far, but, I'm glad that, we able to let them know, what their work and their commitment has done for individuals. So, I mean, while I have you, man, I don't want to take too much of your time, but can you give me, what New Deal has meant for you and how they've helped you through your journey?
Oh, man, just big time. I apologize about the noise, but big time, man. Working with Pete, it was amazing, man. He gave me everything I needed. She made my life great as far as his counseling, his mentoring, and things like that, and kind of letting me know what to expect, before and after. And since then, as far as my transition was easy for me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, the transition from my life, after sports and everything was it was pretty easy for me, just because of the mentor that I've had with him and everything. It was, I got into my business. I used my business degree, started my own company. Now I also work with the Dallas Fire Rescue. So, I was able to do some things and have that mental capacity to keep going. And even at that time when a lot of people get into a depressed state, that, mental illness can be big time around that time, man.
Right.
I was able to really transition and understand the financial part and the keep that go-getter mentality and putting in something else.
Yeah. Man, that's big, yo. That's big. Man, hats off to you. Congrats on the career that you've had. Congrats on reinventing yourself and pursuing the other avenues that you had at your disposal. So I know that you mentioned that you were able to start other businesses and things like that. So the businessman in me, of course, wants to know more. But I'm gonna save that one for another show. So maybe we'll set that up, man, and get you so we could talk, a little more business savvy, because that's what the hustle's about, man. Sure. But so what? One final question I have for you is what are some things that you looked for as far as representation, right? That made you choose New Deal.
The big thing is, for me, it was a person that I didn't feel like was trying to get over on me. Off top, I didn't want a fast talker, someone that I just felt like all they were thinking about was just money. And so I talked with a few people as far as representation, and I needed someone that came in that made me feel comfortable and also my family feel comfortable.
Right.
Because it's just not me going into the deal with this person. My girlfriend or wife, whoever at that time, my mother, they're going into the deal with this person. We all need to be able to trust this person to get us to get to where I need to be.
Yeah.
And also someone I know that's out there working hard for me. So while I'm working hard and practicing and all that kind of stuff, if they're doing their job and I can trust that they're out there doing their job and not being, lazy or focusing on, everyone else instead of me.
Man. Hey, I need me a new deal.
Dude, don't you think it's about time?
It's about time, boy. I need me a new deal.
No doubt.
Man, look, I appreciate you calling in. I know you're a busy man, and I definitely appreciate the time that you have given us and the nuggets that you've shared in a short span of time. But I know you got some things going on. I hear them sirens behind you. You might be on a call, getting ready to go on a call. But thank you for calling in. Thank you for sharing, and we'll definitely be in touch. And best of luck to you.
And thank you for what you're doing as a frontline worker, brother. We really appreciate
Oh,
it.
Thank
Oh,
you, Donald.
man.
Appreciate you.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. I'm driving. I'm rolling on a call right now. Hey, that never goes away. It never goes away. Stay with it.
You stay safe, brother.
All right, man.
All right, we'll let you go.
All
Thanks,
right,
Donovan.
man. You guys take care.
Alrighty.
All right, man. Take care. Good talking to you.
Man,
He just got married too. I just wanted to say that he got married October 25th. I was up at his wedding in north of Dallas, so wanted to get that out. That he's a newlywed, great guy. Dad was in the DeSoto Fire Department, retired. Mom is great, and the great thing about that, they actually want to see me married. I'm single, and they have talked to me about. I mean, seriously, but that's the kind of relationship you can establish where they care enough. They've invited me to I've been at their home on a few occasions, but they talk about that. They care about my well-being in my personal life to want to even try to hook me up and so forth. You don't get that kind of care without developing a bona fide relationship, authentic relationship.
That goes back to that unconditional love that we talked about earlier. What does family mean?
Yeah.
And so many people think it's just a nuclear family, mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, like I said, and I meant that, people who are not your blood can be closer to you than your own family. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's what this is about. And we have a bunch of people, man, who have become our little brothers, and they call me Unc or Pops or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, when they call me, when they ring my phone, I answer. And there's been situations to where I've 1 o'clock in the morning, trouble in paradise type of calls.
Yeah.
And you have to wait. He's like, hey man, you sleep? No, I'm fine. I've been up. In other words, you talk them down off of that hill, that cliff. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, being there for them. And then it's amazing because later on, they're there for you and they're there with you.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
incredible.
Man, there's one thing, and you made me go back to one thing that I always hold dear to me is that, there's certain things that we're given in life, right? And there's certain things that we choose in life because we've been given the opportunity to choose, right?
Correct.
So you're given your family, right? Your bloodline is given to you. You don't have a choice in that. But those that you surround yourself with, that you call your family, that you pull into you, that you're vulnerable with, that's why it becomes that relationship. It's a lot closer because you're allowing people to partake in you from being vulnerable, right? So it's the choices that we make that allow us to have those connections and to build those relationships. That's why oftentimes it's said that you choose who your family is.
That's right. That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Where's the contract? I need to sign my deal.
It's in my backpack.
Hey.
Now we go old school. You got to prick your finger and put that blood.
Put the blood.
There you go. There you go.
Man.
And as I'm just kind of sitting here with you, the juices get to flowing, and you're wondering what else is there.
Yeah.
Something else. You have. It's always that what if. Again, everybody loves a winner, right? I mean, the young man is out there and he's playing ball and, injury free and,
Right.
and life is stress free, and that's a beautiful thing. But there's always that what if. That's why when you select an agent, you should select an agent based upon what if. Waiting on that other shoe to drop. Yeah, that's fine. It's easy for anybody to represent a young man that's out there first round. He's doing whatever he needs to do, and everybody loves him. The organization loves him, and he's making plays.
Right.
But what if, right? What if we're in a situation to where even something as small as uniform fines, right? So these guys get fined a tremendous amount of money for uniform fines. Can you imagine if you guys showed up for work one day, and because your socks weren't pulled up per your company's guidelines, you were fined $8,000.
Wow.
Shoot, facts. So what happens is the NFL takes that money out. You have a letter in your locker saying you have been dinged and this is what for. So then it's incumbent upon the player to go back and fight for that money, trying to get that fine rescinded. I have an excellent track record with it. I think I saved one guy upwards of about almost $200,000. Now I'm talking about personal fouls. I'm talking about helmet to helmet. I'm talking about all of that stuff when it gets to be $25,000 a pop. So when that stuff happens, guys in the locker room, they talk. And I was astounded to find that a lot of players, their agents don't handle that for them. The player is on the phone trying to work it out and handle it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm on the phone handling it for my guys.
Okay.
And letting them know either I've gotten it fully rescinded or it's minimal. So that's key. And those are things that, like Jeremiah says, 100% of the blame, 0% of the credit. We don't bill for that. That's not part of the agent's fee that we bill for. That's something that either you do it for your guy or you don't do it for your guy.
Man, look,
Doris, that's the love that you want.
Man, that's the love you need. It ain't what you want.
Tell me.
That's the love you need. It ain't what you. Yeah, what you want is what you want, and what you want ain't always what's good.
Right.
So that's the love you need.
They put emphasis on the contract and how much a player gets. But it's all about the fine print. So many times we have situations to where you see the contract and you see X player gets paid $75 million over 4 years.
Right.
But then I always go back to how that contract is structured. Because the proof is always in the pudding.
Man, we gonna get into that. But look, you know what it is, man. It's your boy. It's Hustle, man. We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna get into what this contract stuff should look like.
There you go.
Hey, we here to educate, motivate, and hustle, man. So stay tuned. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
We drink white and we drink brown. I'm from Grambling, Louisiana. Welcome to my town. Round 318, that's where I'm found. Right off 20 in the woods. The police won't hear a sound. It's what flip them. It's where Boosie got the crown. We say water, we say round. When we load it, we say bound. Bound. Ain't nobody scared, man. Trippin', you's a dead man. I put that on everything. What G-Time, got Rust Time, got Jonesboro, a lot of country spots. You can go down south, come up top. You play with us, then we can dump it out. We got N.O., we got Lake Charles, we got Lafayette, we got B.R., got Ratchet City, got Rose City. Play with us, you see E.R., we got Alexandria, we got Negative. So from a place where we do shit raggedy. When I'm out of town, I'ma hold it down, cause I'm probably loaded and I'm probably out of night. Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana. Hey, you really looking like bait. Hey, come here real quick. Yeah, you, come here. Let go. Hey, come here, let me holler at you real quick, for real though. Look. Bet if you give me your number, you gon' love me. Hey, girl, you looking like bae, come here and hug me. Bet if I give you this, you gon' cuff me. And don't trust myself, so don't trust me. You got your own house, own job, own car. You spending money by the bar, girl, let me see you twerk something. Twerk something, if I hit it, I'ma hurt something. Hurt something, believe that. Maybe you can be my old lady. Maybe me and you can have a baby. I just wanna hit you on a daily, but don't think it crazy, I'm just asking you. Yeah. I just wanna know your name, what's up? I just wanna know your name, what's up? I just wanna know your name, what's up? I just wanna know your name, what's up?
I wanna know your name and what's your sign. I just wanna take you out and catch a vibe. Every nigga in this club, they want your time. But can we talk, baby? I wanna know what you're doing on a daily.
Man, you know, man, I've been having a banging time up in this darn thing today.
Likewise, baby.
You know what I mean? So, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Hustle, man. We back in the ones and twos right here, Globe Life Park, powered by Fishbowl Radio Network and Bashani Radio app, man. And I gotta say, man, look, it's time for a new deal. New deal is in this place, man, and they've been coming through, dropping some gems. And the guests have been coming through, dropping some as well. And I understand that while we were on break, we got another special guest on the line. So let's man, hey caller,
Here we go.
Who's on the line? Who we have? Hello, you there?
Kelvin, yeah.
Who's speaking? Can you hear us,
Y'all talking to me? This is Kelvin.
Kelvin?
Hey, Calvin, you on?
Yeah.
You on, man? What's going on?
What's going on, Kelvin? Welcome to the hustle.
Oh, yeah. Y'all can't hear me? I'm here.
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Everything's good. Just hanging out. Y'all doing good?
Doing great.
Yeah, man, we good. So I'm glad you're giving us some time out of your day, man, and just wanted to get your take on what New Deal Sports Management has been for you and your family.
Oh man, when Peter came into my life, I was a senior at Oklahoma, and he just treated me like family. Started coming to my games, and gave me the spiel, everything what he could do for me, him and his partner. So I came in with them. They paid for all my training, got me ready for the NFL, got me a great personal trainer. I don't know if y'all still use him or not, but he trained me and Vince Young at the time, and I just felt really good about how they treated me and took care of me, and even though I did not have a long career in the NFL, I didn't have one at all, really. Peter's still like my best friend, and we hang out. He comes to the house, and we still like family.
That's what it's about,
man.
So
That's
I
what's up,
recommend him to anybody.
There you go. Well, thank you, brother.
man.
Appreciate that, Kelvin.
That's big. That's big. So
Yeah.
what's one of the biggest
man.
things?
What was the what?
What's one of the biggest things that made you go with New Deal? Like what? I'm sure there were others that approached you. So what made New Deal win you out?
There were others, but they just didn't seem genuine. Like they wasn't like Pete was like family, and still is like family.
Like that meme.
And I just didn't get that feeling with nobody else.
Right. Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Genuine.
Yeah. Very genuine.
Yeah, it is.
And I
Man.
still to this day, like, you know, I call him up when I got like lawyer problems, and he gives me the advice, and you know, just take it from there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Kelvin, man, look, you know, I appreciate you giving us some of your day, man, and calling in and giving us some of your background and with New Deal. And, you know, I know you're out there, you know, shucking and jiving and moving around. And, you know, I want to be respectful of your time and your day, man. So we appreciate you calling in, man. And thank you again for giving us some of your time.
Thanks a lot, Kay.
Hey,
All right.
all right, man. We'll talk.
Man,
All right, later.
that's big. Like it's a resounding message.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you want that in your representation for, you know, as an athlete, but really and truly, you want that in all facets of life.
Yeah.
I don't care if you go to a restaurant. This type of service that you receive at the restaurant, that would indicate if you coming back to that restaurant.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely. Like me and my wife, we say it all the time. Look, we'll try any restaurant
There you go.
at least once.
There you go.
It's up to you to make sure we come back.
There you go. There you go.
we gonna give you a shot.
We do that too. We have a thing whenever we try a Mexican restaurant, for
Right.
instance, and it's brand new. I'll go in and I'll order nachos. Why? Because they're supposed to get nachos right.
You got to
know what
get
I
it
mean?
right.
So if you don't get nachos right, I'm not coming back. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me, you know, some of the other places, you know, if they got mashed potatoes, if you can't salt your mashed potatoes,
There you go.
potatoes and salt go together. I can't eat no bland potatoes.
Or
Now
if they
that's
put-
the culinary side coming out of me.
or if they sprinkle them with capers.
Right. Now we being too bougie now.
There you have it. There you have it.
That's
Hey,
what's up.
hustle.
What's up?
Years ago, a older guy told me, he said, you know the difference between a $20 steak and a $40 steak? I said, no. He said, the service. So when you go to certain restaurants, it's not that the food is that much better, but the service
It's the
is,
service.
and that's what gets you coming back.
Yeah, man.
Say
Because
that.
look,
The service.
the service. Look, I'm gonna speak real life, right? So going to, and I'm not gonna put actual names out there, but going to a lower end restaurant, right?
Okay.
You expect a certain thing, right? Your level of expectations is not up to par as if you go with where a name is, right? So, for example, if we go to the 5-star down in Dallas at the Mansion, right, off Turtle Creek, and that's a 5-star service, right? To where if you get up to go to the restroom, they take your plate, bring it back into the kitchen to keep it warm so that when you come back out, it is still as if you were sitting there, you never left. You can't go get that if you walk into Chili's, Outback. Nobody come and pick up your plate,
There you
right?
go.
It's the level of service, and that's what you pay for. So I understand that completely, and that's what resonates with me wholeheartedly. Like, this platform
right.
is a service,
That's right.
right? This platform is to give.
That's right.
You know, you should give more than you take.
That's right.
And that's one of the things that attracted me to you guys, New Deal. You are always putting things out there, educating. You like the underrepresentation of African American agents in the league.
There you go. There you go.
Point blank, when 90% of the league,
Yeah, it's about 80%, 75, 80%.
you know,
African
so
American.
like, yeah, the education aspect is crucial. But that's also why I push against the norm, right?
like
With
that.
educating,
I like
right?
that.
We have to be disruptive, unapologetically, but in a good way,
That's right.
right? So if we can't continue to give back and shine light on the things that are critical in changing the norm, then we aren't doing our job.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's kind of like putting that what you said in a Suge Knight saying, man. It's kind of like if you want some agents that'll come and pick up your plate and keep it warm,
Right. Come
while
on
you
over
going
to
the
Death Row,
restaurant.
bro.
Come on over to New Deal. Come on over to New Deal. Yeah.
hey,
You don't want your agents all up in the video.
all up in the video, taking your money off the top. Yeah, nah, I'm with it, man. But you know, it's lessons in the hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's
doubt.
lessons in educating.
That's right.
Right. You have to be open to actually understanding and learning from what's being presented. And if you don't know where to get the information, you can't educate yourself. So that's what it's about, man. Man, look, I'm having a blast, yo. Yeah. PL, you the sports guy, man.
Man, you know I'm on cloud. I ain't right now.
See you over there with that Titans gear on.
Yeah, when they said Vince Young, I had to go on and pop it real quick.
H-Town.
And the thing that's got me from the opening sentence, from you opening the show, is the fact that we got 4 college-educated brothers that's not talking from the tip of their nose down to people. They're talking to lift people up. You've got people in all walks of life from different parts of the country calling in with the same theme.
Yeah.
That they treated them like family, that they could trust them, that they seemed genuine. And if you can find 3 or 4 people to say that about you in your lifetime, then you're doing something right. So I applaud you, brothers. And I'm just glad I get a front row seat to this today.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what's
appreciate
up,
that.
man. That's
Appreciate
what's up. That's what's up. Yo, man, look. I can't wait to sign my deal. Look, I'm signing my deal today, y'all. I'm gonna put it out there. Unapologetic Hustle, and New Deal Sports Management. I'll be the first media figure. I'm gonna claim that. All right,
come on with it.
Hey, but so look, I know that there's a lot to unpack in the industry. But we can only take it, like every meal, one bite at a time. I want each of you to, as small of a nugget as you can, give me something or give the listeners, those that know people, give them a piece or a gem, a diamond that they could hold on to until they get their next piece of that journey, right? What is something that they can implement or research as it relates to their loved one, their son, their daughter, just the industry as a whole, right? Because you have it in volleyball, you have it in basketball, I know you guys you focus on the NFL primarily, right?
Correct.
But these are things that people have to deal with across the board as it relates to sports, right? Finding the agent, dealing the legal the legal issues, the structure, all that stuff. And then, actually, before we do that, I hear we got another special caller on. So this is
man, look at we just
y'all blowing up today.
This is your life. God, man.
Hey, caller, welcome to the hustle, man. Who do we have on?
Hey, this is Mark Christian. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
Mark Christian.
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother Mark?
So, Richard, how y'all doing today?
Man, how's it going,
Good.
Mark?
I'm in Dallas.
Say that again.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you. Go ahead. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. Yeah, how's it going for you?
I mean, it's going. Just around the house, kicking it, waiting to call in and say what I got to say about these 2 fellas on this.
Man, well, let's get to it then. What you got to say? Well, first off, I want people to know who you are. So can you give us a little background on who you are?
Okay, my name is Mark Christian, and I'm the father of Marquis Christian. Formerly was drafted by the Cardinals, went to the Rams, now he plays for the Bears. And that's my son. He's a safety, Marquis Christian.
All right.
Man.
All right.
So what?
He's the best safety in the NFL.
He's the best safety in the NFL?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I might be biased, but yeah, he is.
He's the best safety in the NFL. Shoot, say that.
Of course, you got to speak that.
Yeah, tell him money. Shoot.
That's what's up. So look, I need some secrets. Give me some secrets. What these new deal guys about, man?
Man, it's really no secret. It's just the secret is that it's God, man. It's in them, man. It's when I first met him, it was like it was meant to be. Well, it is meant to be. Ain't no like it just happened, man. It just went together like rice and gravy,
I love me some rice and gravy.
Like brothers, I talk to these fellas every day. I mean, every
Multiple
day.
times a day.
Sunday through
He's
Sunday.
like my best friend.
Man.
Seriously, if I don't talk to them, they concerned. They call them every day, man. Seriously, I mean,
I just look at it like this was God put us together for, and it took my son to be in the NFL, to be playing football, but I know it's bigger than that because it's like family. It's like, it is family. I mean, we talk every day, sir, for real. We do, seriously.
Man, that's awesome.
It's like, it's nothing that I can call these guys about my son that they don't have an answer to, or they not going to figure it out, or whatever. It's like I work for them too, really on the cool. We all work together.
That's
it. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Man, that's awesome. So I'm a be a little selfish in this moment.
Okay.
Just because,
Go ahead.
and followers and listeners, forgive me, but I am really interested in learning how to navigate this process. Again, all of y'all followed us and watched our journey as my son went through his selection with where he was going to play collegiate ball, and we're very fortunate and blessed and proud that he's able to go and play and has a full ride to play. So, I'm transitioning my colors if y'all haven't seen. He's going to represent that TCU.
I see that.
But I want to now that I have a father that has gone through this process, and for me, I want to ask the question. You said that it was family and it felt that it was meant to be, but what were some of the things that you looked for as a father with your son in this journey that I can put in my back pocket and help my son navigate around some of the pitfalls that a lot of athletes fall into?
I mean, I think basically with my son, I mean, it's like I tell him all the time that, even from day one, that it's bigger than you. It's about everybody. So don't be selfish. Stay focused. You know what I'm saying? And just keep grinding and keep going first. And be humble. And hard work, dedication just beats anything. But I can say from day one that they was loyal to me and my family, and from day one, it's just I mean, I really can't put it in words, man. It's just a feeling, and it's just a feeling that I got from them, and it was just a great feeling. And from day one, if I called them at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, they answered the phone. I mean, we haven't been having a relationship 5 years. I actually feel like I can be an agent now. I know ins and out of it, for real. I mean,
that's the education.
Me and Rodney, we talking, and Jeremiah, we talking. They get to explain stuff about football, and I just finished they come. I mean, I just finished their sentence. They were like, correct. That's it. It's like it's natural, but with having them, it's like confirmation of what I ever thought. Was thinking about the game now that my son had experienced it and stuff, but. The guys are just awesome, man. As far as taking care of my son, and not even just on the field, off the field too. Anything about life. It's more than just football to these two fellas. So it's like a match made in heaven, man. I can't wait. We just beginning our marriage with these two fellas.
No
joke, man. Appreciate it.
That's right.
Man, that's what's up, man. Sir, I really appreciate you giving us some of your time, man, and calling in, and I'm gonna take that one to heart. I'm gonna put that in the back pocket and safeguard that as we navigate this journey as well. My son hasn't started playing his collegiate ball yet, but we're definitely excited and amped up, and I look forward for the ride.
You know what? I'm gonna say this while
oh, man. Congratulations to you and your son.
Thank you.
And your family, your wife. I'm
gonna say this while Mark is on the phone, because and this is one of those things that I want people to hear. So many times, the parents, the dad and or the mother are in these young men's lives, and then when his future is, smoke kind of clears and it's like, oh crap, we have a real shot at the next level, at the NFL. I've seen it so many times to where the parent becomes a friend, the dad becomes the homeboy, and then when it comes down to making that decision on representation, then it's almost as if I've been speaking with the dad. We've been talking, great relationship and everything else. He's asked me a boatload of questions, and I'm answering all of the questions. And all of a sudden, you hear, "Well, man, he's a man. I'm gonna go ahead and let him make his own decision." Well, man, he's 21, 22 years old. This is the same kid. He's never had a job before.
Right.
So then all of a sudden right now, You really entrust the situation to him solely to make this decision. Mark Christian is the opposite of that type of dad. Mark Christian is a father.
Yeah.
Period. He's a father. I mean, my client. I mean, their relationship, that father son, is enviable.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about their best friends, but also there's respect that the son has for the father, because that father right there, he leads, and he's a God first, family first man. Period.
That's amazing.
Love you to death, bro. I believe in giving people their
Love
roses
you
while
too,
they're
bro.
still breathing, man.
Love you, brother
Absolutely.
Mark, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love you, bro.
Love you, big time.
Yes, sir, y'all.
Man.
Y'all be good, man. And congratulations, man. Congratulations
you.
to your
Thank
son.
you.
I hope you do
Thank
big
you.
things.
Thank you.
All right, y'all
man,
be good. Love y'all.
Love you too, bro. Talk to you soon.
That's awesome. Like that's amazing. That's amazing to hear. It's amazing to see that, and it gives me hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gives me hope for what the process can and will be. Right. So I definitely look forward to it. We got some time, but I definitely look forward to it. So before he called in, I wanted you guys to provide a nugget.
Okay.
For the listeners, and they may be able to help educate somebody in their family or in their surrounding, or they may be able to go through something real easy that they can either research, that they can look for when approached, or something to that effect that would not be normal for a person that is not in the industry to even ask. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know what questions to ask if I don't know anything about the industry. You guys do this day in and day out.
Okay.
So you see a lot of the pitfalls and things that people forget to ask or have no knowledge to ask them in order to get the right information, right? So just small nuggets. I wanted each of you to do that before we close out.
For me, just real fast, is know who you're talking to, know who you're speaking with. I mean, that's what it is. Just research who you're talking to. You know, who's in your face. So because so many times, again, and I said it earlier in your show, you know, you're talking to the man standing next to the man standing next to the man.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, there's money involved.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be real with you, man. There's money
Wow.
involved. So if you're talking to that person, then ask them. Then you'll be able to ask the questions and get direct answers.
Yeah.
Because we are held to a higher standard because of the NFLPA.
Yeah.
Period.
Man, that's big.
Yeah.
Pete, what you got, man?
Let me tell you, beware of false prophets.
Uh-oh.
An agent cannot get your kid drafted. So when you have agents that call you and telling you your kid is going to go in the first, now, of course, there's some players, don't get me wrong, that you know off the rip, they will get drafted first round. But be careful when these agents come fast talking, telling you, oh, I spoke to this. Yeah, and your son's going to be, he's a second rounder. I hear it all the time. And 2 examples I'll give you right quick. Kyle Shanahan, who's now a head coach, came out of school. His father was Mike Shanahan, right? Super Bowl winning quarterback. Kyle Shanahan went undrafted. Anthony Munoz, Hall of Famer. His son, Mike, came out undrafted. It's countless stories. Joe Montana's kid, undrafted. These are Hall of Fame fathers. So
Wow.
if the agents of their kids an agent can't get you drafted, you will get yourself drafted based on your talent and a team's needs.
That's right.
Okay, so when you start hearing that from people telling you, guaranteeing your kid and all that, walk away, because that's a false part. Now, of course, again, if it's like the kid coming out of Clemson, yeah, okay, he's going number 1. We know that, okay, the quarterback coming out of Clemson. But I'm saying, generally speaking, that is not the case.
Wow. J-Rod, final
Man.
words, man.
Man, listen. I say, listen to what's going on, and don't just have that other ear not listening. I mean, pay attention and be aware of your surroundings. And because you don't want your son to get displaced from you, because it can happen. It can happen. Trust me, that's one thing you don't want. You don't want to be like, man, my son ain't calling me this day. Why my son ain't doing that? It's because somebody's in his ear and he's directing them straight to them away from you. It can happen. I mean, we've seen that, but closing words, man. All I'm gonna say is it's time for a new deal. If that's what you think,
Indeed.
it's time for a new
Yeah,
deal.
it is.
If that's what you think it is, man, it's time for a new deal. Look, new deal over here to help you, guide you, provide, work for you. You ain't got to do no work. You already doing the work that God given, put that talent in your body to go out there on that field to do. So listen, if you want that love, come to New Deal. If you want that family, come to New Deal. If you want that genuine love, tenacity, if you want somebody that's going to get on that grind while you sleep working for you, letters arriving in your locker room when you didn't even know you got fined because they didn't throw a flag on the field and you calling. You want that person to work for you? Come to New Deal. It's time. It's time for a new deal. Don't be a number. Be your name. At
Man.
New Deal, you will be a name. New Deal not trying to be the number one agency in the world. If we got to be the number one agency, I want to be the number one agency for us over here. Want to be the number one agency for how we take care of our clients. Right. We can have 10 clients compared to somebody with 200 clients. Them 10 clients, if we not into their family, with them showing love, respect, attending things, when things that need to be attended to, taken care of, hey, that's where we want to be number one in that category. Everything else don't even play a part.
Man, that's awesome, man. Look, you know what it is, man. It's your boy, man. It's season 2. It's Hustle. And we're going to go out like this with the Hustle moment, man. So, take inventory of what your past is and has been. Evaluate that inventory and those trials, tribulations, and things that you have gone through and overcome. Know that by you still standing and breathing today, you have a future. All right? Your future is determined by you. But put in the effort, put in the hustle, put in the education to make sure that your future is what you see it to be. So dream your biggest dreams, live your biggest life, love as hard as you can, but most of all, don't forget the hustle. We'll see you next Saturday.
Our vibe is like powerful. How the new power. Yes, sir. Next season when I do come back in 2021, that's